here we go. Yeah, yeah, here we go. Da ba da ba, wa pa pa pow, and then that. Yeah, ta ta. Is work? Hello? Oh, wait. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Mm. Oh, that's because I had the volume turned all the way down. That's my bad. There we go. All right. Now the sound's actually working. And well, now I actually know the sound's working. Hey! All right, I'm back. Back in the New York groove. And ready to go. And I immediately have to pee. I'll do that later. All right. Uh, what the heck am I doing today? Hello, my name is 10K Hours. Putting in the time so my art is no longer a crime. I am back and I'm finally doing something that I've been wanting to do for a while, but I've been kind of putting off, but no more. 9. No more. I have been wanting to draw the the characters in my brain is working so great, guys. Like it's utterly unstoppable. I have been wanting to draw the player characters for the game that I DM for so long. I've had this idea ever since. Okay, I've had this idea since I think it was. I've had this idea for at least a month, so maybe not really that long, if I'm going to be honest. That's not a long time. Anyways, finally getting to it. Finally going to do it. Uh, I know I usually use Tuesdays and Thursdays. Like, hey, let's learn something new. But if I'm going to be honest, I just wanted to be doing this, so that's what I'm going to be doing. And you can't stop me. I'm unstoppable. I'm also going to make these smaller because they are so large. This is just some uh my brain. This is just some what's it called? A little space there. Wow, I really can't think of the word. Reference. Holy cow. It's just some reference that I picked up a little bit of last week, a little bit of today, and I was just so excited. I just got it all ready and yeah, before the stream and everything. All right. And there's one new picture in here, and it's the one on the bottom. That's the one that my player actually sent me for. He's like, hey, like, my idea for this character is based off of this picture. So that's probably going to be the main one that I use, and the one I'm especially going to be using today. Because I'm mostly going to be trying to get the face right today. The face and the body. Um, the clothes aren't quite right. And if I'm really looking at it, that's not really like an earth elemental. This creature he has in his hand looks like he's more made out of like a whole bunch of like turtles, turtle shells or like broken up pennies. I like those pennies you put in a little smashing machine. It looks like he's covered in those, but still, same basic principle. And I have an idea. Actually, you know what? No, I don't want to get the face done today. That's saying a lot. I struggle with faces, but I definitely have the face of how he wants this person to look. Also, I don't know whose art this is. I keep thinking about that. And I thought like maybe I should figure that out before I do this stream, but then I forgot. So now we're here. Anyways, all right, I'm gonna stick this all in a place where I can grab it more easily if need be. Here we go. Just a little bit of space in between everything so I can grab it without grabbing other stuff. Beautiful, incredible, amazing. All right. Today is going to be figuring out the pose. And I have a very specific, or not a very specific pose in mind. I have a very, uh, in general, I know what I want to do. And it's going to be freaking hard. It's going to be so hard. All right, let's get some rough sketches doing. I am completely skipping uh, doing any sort of warm up, mostly because uh, things have really slowed down at work, and I've started taking my tablet and just kind of drawing in my free time there. So I'm honestly feeling pretty warmed up. Uh, and I'm also with drawing on my tablet. I noticed something that I'm actually like drawing on the same surface that the picture is on, rather than just this tablet that I've been drawing on for months and months and months. And man, oh man, is my line quality so much better when I'm actually like on the surface that I can see the picture on. It's wildly better. Um, uh, Hell, it's even better than back when I started in January. I was really bad, and today I was like doing stuff like, gosh, I haven't drawn like on the same surface that the picture was on in months, and today I was like putting in lines and whatnot, going, holy crap, I'm a lot better at this. Anyways, all right. I'm also going to hide my reference for right now because I don't want that getting in the way of where I want the picture to be centered. And it's just kind of there on its own layer, doing its own thing. What is this layer? This layer is nothing. Hello, Mr. Layer. And goodbye, Mr. Layer. Ah, 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 ah. Anyways, all right. We're back, baby. All right. All right, here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna grab a red. I'm gonna grab just regular red. No, no, that. I want this. Just some regular red. All right, so. Oh my goodness. All right, let's talk a little bit about what we got. What we got is burps. All right, so. Why is this so thin? What is this, a 3? No. Let's just bump it up to a 10. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's what we want. That's what we like to see. All right. I'm really feeling it today, guys. All right, so I will say one of the things with drawing on this surface though is that I actually have control over like the thickness of the pen. Like if I want to draw a really thick line, I can. If I want to do a little thinner, I can. I don't have that on my tablet, on my iPad, so it's like a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Um, but whatever. All right, so I imagine him just kind of up here. There's a rock, and there's the ground. We got that. I want to set that. Then we're going to grab this friggin' green. I want him to be... What am I doing? I want him to be stepping up here. I'm just kind of... Realize I didn't do a very good introduction. Whatever. Put in the time so my art is no longer a crime. This is me putting the time and just jumping straight into it because I'm excited. I want him to be stepping up. He's got one leg up here and then one leg down here. And I was thinking about this today while I was at work and bored. And then body, shoulders, one arm up in front like this, fist out, the other out, either holding his magic or his Katar. It's Katar, Katar, which is a type of like three-bladed knife. And the more I talk about it, the more I think that's got to be what he's gonna have. And then head, and then all around him, I need some purple. Not that purple. I just need like the most purple that's ever purple. There we go. And then all around him, like on this arm and on this leg, is going to be his elemental that's forming around him. And then up to the side up here is going to be like the head of his elemental. He's like, I don't know if I want to be a part of this. And like a bunch of like rock shards that are like coming in around him. I want you still to be able to like see him in there, but it's very clear he's like mid transformation. Um, I love this picture. uh, I love this expression. Just like the. There's something so funny about this stuff. Who is this guy? All right, here we go. So this is going to be the basics. Eh, easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? How hard can this be? Incredibly. Because as they say, the devil's in the details, or in this case, the earth elemental's in the details. Uh, ba ba da ba. I also need to look up what a guitar looks like. And I said looks bike. I think that was a Freudian slip because I've been wanting to get a new bike for a while. Anyways, all right. Especially I could probably say this guy's name as well. His name is Val. That's a G. It's a Q. I mean, oh boy. Alkarim. There we go. And I'll just name the file that. All right, there we go. And I'm not saying the name of the person who does it. I'm not accidentally going to dox somebody by 3 people. Anyway, so this is the basics of it. Probably going to move him over a little bit more so that the Earth Elemental can kind of take up the left side of him a little bit more. But these are the basics, el básicos. All right, let's get a new layer. And let's do some iterating. Yeah, let's take like a macro and then a micro. Okay, so first let's start with the ground, someplace for him to stand. All right, we're gonna have like a little bit of a shelf. Coming out here. Oh no. Coming out onto a flat surface that is going forward. I want it to kind of look like he's stepping up to like the top of a mountain or something like that. I'm probably not going to worry about the background too much. If I'm going to be honest. No, I always want to zoom in. I want to go out and then zoom in. We're just going to iterate, iterate, iterate. Oh, man. cloudy. Is it gonna rain? Or is it just these headphones that my ears hate? No, it's just cloudy and windy. Yeah, it's supposed to be freaking hot. Oh, hey, we have one less 100-degree day. Instead, it's only 97. Oh, man. We are in the dog days of summer. We are hitting the hottest stretch of the summer right now. It is going to be high 90s, low hundreds, pretty much here on out for a bit, or at least like the next 2 weeks. So, looking forward to that. All right. What are we doing? So I think what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna figure out where the body is. Oh man, my ears are ringing so bad right now. I'm almost gonna be doing like a Captain Morgan if I'm gonna be honest. Oh man, did I just make him? Did I just accidentally a Captain Morgan? Uh, you match one. How many streams have you done so far? Um, I honestly don't know. Oh man, what is going on with my throat? I have no idea. I didn't even talk that much today. Um, I honestly have no idea. Uh, I've been going at this since sometime in January, and I have not paid attention to how many it's been, if I'm going to be honest. I do have a way that I can go back and count, but uh, I have not done so. Also, I need to make this eraser bigger. But it's good to see you. Uh, whoa. Yeah, it's good to see you. Welcome, welcome. But I am starting a project today, and okay, so there's a oh, there is a button on my pen that I cannot help but hit, and it's really annoying. And if ever I get another pen, which I definitely will in the future, it is not going to have a button like that. All right, I got to figure out the pelvis here. That's not how you do that. You do that down here. All right. All right. I wanted to get the feet figured out first because they're going to be very important. Because where he's standing, yeah, because where he's standing is going to be very important. And if I started with the torso and whatnot up here, I'd be kind of like trying to squish the feet into some place where they're not supposed to be. Um, and I have good posture, which is nice. I should probably tell you what I'm doing. Um, I don't know if you were here, but I have been wanting for a while to, uh, let's see, I DM a game, Pathfinder Second Edition on Fridays, and I've been wanting for a while to draw uh, all of my players' characters, and that's what I'm starting today with the first one. His name is Falcarim. Does not have a ribcage like that. Uh, he is a half elf summoner. I can just do that. Okay. He is a half elf summoner. And his is what started this entire idea because I had an idea for a cool pose for him. I was like, wow, I can't stop thinking about this. I think I'm going to actually have to do this. So here we are. All right, and then and this is definitely going to be my hardest one to date. I did some fan art of Link. I don't know if you saw that, but I did, and that took me forever. Um, I was wondering why this looked weird, and then I realized it looked weird because the torso is so long. There we go. It probably honestly could go a little bit shorter, but oh yeah, I said I was gonna find a place where I could like post that. I don't think I ever did. Oh man, I need to do that. I was like, do I create an Instagram account and or like a Tumblr or something? And then I was like, I'll figure out later what I want to do, and then never figured it out. All right. While we're speaking of figuring stuff out, that's not enough space. No, I need to move all of this over to the left. There we go. We're just iterating right now, getting in the basics, because I want them to be. Let's see, how do you clutch a guitar? Okay, like, I keep saying guitar. It sounds like I'm saying guitar, but this character uses a katar, a K-A-T-R, a K-A-T-A-R, which is a type of weapon. It's like this knife. It's got a handle like this. It's got a big blade that goes out like this, and then two other blades like that. So it's like triple bladed. And other half is, well, not his other half. Well, actually, technically, yeah, his other half is a. Um, I don't want him to be doing this though. I don't like this pose. He does need to be doing this for this because his other half is he's a summoner and he has a rock elemental, but he like uses it to like form over uh but he like summons his elemental as like armor around him. It's really cool. Um so I want him to like be doing that like in the middle of that process so you can like see it forming around like his legs and his arms and whatnot. Um so his right leg and his right arm are going to be like encased. Let's see. Honestly, do I want to put the guitar? Yeah, I do need to put the guitar because it's like, honestly, his character is a magic caster, but he's used the guitar more than his actual spells. I don't even know if he remembers his character has spells, I'm gonna be honest. Um, let's just move him way over here. That's better. Let's just freaking go for it. To the ground. Alright, we're gonna get this pose figured out, then we're gonna start fixing things up. Let's see, I want one hand to be up, the other one I imagined like off to the side. Nope, no, I don't want the red. Ah, no, I don't want that. Can I? There we go. I'm here. My left-handed is stressed out because DJ Max, you should go. Hey, the sad noise. How you doing? Good to see ya. I'm getting started with what I said I was gonna get started with on Sunday, and then didn't end up streaming. So I'm just like, screw it, we're gonna get started. Huh. I don't know what I want his left hand to be doing. Also, this part is too big. There we go. That's better. I don't know what I want his left hand to be doing. I got the right. I got all the other limbs figured out. I want to incorporate the guitar somehow. Not the guitar, the guitar. It sounds so alike. Good for you. I played 3 hours of this game. Like I said, my left hand because stressed enough I was missing notes. Oh dang. Yeah, you want to take a break then? Yeah, I'll figure out what his left hand's gonna be doing later. I definitely want it to be out. Actually, it might honestly, I might just do fingers open and like it looks like that's what he's using to summon the elemental. Because the elemental is going to be over here. Let's see. Yay, there we go. There's the elemental. No. The elemental is going to be over here, and it's going to be like slowly surrounding him in rocks and like forming around him, and you'll be seeing like pieces that are like becoming in front of him. Basically, I'm going to draw this whole ass character, and then I'm just going to cover him up with a whole bunch of rocks. All right, but we'll worry about that stuff later. I'm just going to leave the basics like the elemental, who he's named Sarugan, is going to be right there. Let's start the iteration. We got the basics of the pose. Let's start making some shit and adding some more details. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to bump the opacity down on this. Let's see. Explain your intention of this creation. Wait, elemental? Yeah. A golem idea, right? Yeah. Happy elemental. Yeah. Sorry. If you're not... look, I play way too many fantasy RPGs. I love them. So when I say like elemental, I'm thinking like something that's made out of like one of the elements. Like a fire elemental is just like a big guy that's made out of rock. Um, and is maybe as smart as a rock. Um, think think kind of like Korg, you know that guy who's made out of rocks from Guardians of the Galaxy? Think like that size, but twice as big and about as smart as like an animal, if that. And you got an elemental, essentially. All right, there we go. Now let's start with some basics. Gotta press. I don't know where to begin. You know what, let's begin at the beginning. Let's get the basic body shape down. I'm not crazy about this blue. It doesn't show up very well. Let's get something darker. Here we go. Let's just go for just like regular like dark blue. Oh, do I still have? Oh, I'm still on the wrong layer. I wanted to be on this layer. Duh. All right, there we go. That's what I wanted. All right. Let's see. Oh, I see. I don't play D&D too much, so I don't know this elemental stuff. I assume it's interpretation. No, no, no. That's literally what they're called. It's not like I'm using a different name for Golem. That's literally what they're called in the system. And now it's time for things that still baffle me. Dude bodies. They're basically just fridges on legs. Um, it's so straight. uh, all right. I'm gonna spend a whole bunch of time making a leg. I actually really like this. Also, I've been doing something like yesterday and today. Things have slowed down at work, so I've just started. I just brought my tablet and I'm drawing in my free time. Tell you what, you put in like a few more hours and you're not overthinking it, your lines get way better. I can't believe I'm not. I'm researching all my stuff so I can draw this. I can't type. Uh, don't worry, no one can. We're all just trying to. We're all just trying to make other people believe that we can type. It's a beautiful thing about typing. You can just type something out, it be incomprehensible, and in a few seconds and a few autocorrects later, it looks perfect. I know that's what I do. No, I don't really like that. It's too to the side. Too too side. Too much to the side. Although that is kind of what the foot is doing. Or the leg, I should say. Mm, let's see. Let's do like a little bit. Ah, yeah. If you want something to not fully be there, you just show a little bit of it. That's literally the lesson I'm learning right now. Because I was like, I don't want it to be the full, like, side of the leg. So I'll just, like, I guess do a tiny bit of the bump that's in the back of the leg. And honestly, I was like, oh, that, that's kind of working on a, weirdly enough. All right, and then go. I'm gonna end up covering up this foot, so. But why does it look weird? I know why it looks weird. Because his leg is broken. Stop hitting the button on my pen. Stop hitting the button on my pen. I will never stop hitting this button on my pen. Legs still look weird. He's going to be stepping up, so this is going to be foreshortened a little, but it's this part of the leg. I know what it is. It's too short. Okay, that's... Never make the connections like in the middle of what you're drawing. There's also like two, I'm also like a few iterations away from it actually looking like something. And there's also some things where I'm just like, this is just going to look weird for a little bit. And there's nothing I can do about that. So just trying to accept that. All right, and then this is going to be a much more normal leg because it's just going to be going straight on till morning. All right, it's a leg that's like I said, it's straight on, so that means it's going to be. There we go. There we go. And that. This is actually going to be a shoe, but put the toes in so I at least know where they go. So I can put the shoe around where it's supposed to be. All right. And I always think I need to do more with guy bodies. I think that's what it is. I'm always look to be like, is this right? Especially when I'm ever trying to do a woman's body. No good way to say that. Shoot. I think the green attempt is pretty good. Uh, uh, what is the male character? He is a half elf. In fact, let me show you. Um, when he was describing the character to me, he actually sent me this picture right here as the reference that he used to build this character off of. Like he saw that and was like, "Ooh, I want to make that character." So he did. I don't know who did this art, by the way. It's definitely not me. That's for sure. This is like official Pathfinder role-playing game art. This is some other person and some other character in some other system, but I mean that's the one he said like, "Yeah, my dude looks like that." So I'm going to make him look like that if I best as I can. All right, now let's get the shoulders figured out. But I don't have my reference on the screen right now because that's just too much, honestly. I'll have it up when I need it. That was one of the things I learned with the Link fan art. I had my reference taking up a ton of the screen, and I just left it there. And then there was like this little spot over here for Link, and I was just kind of shoving him in. And I was moving everything around to the side, and now I'm just like, let's. Now I'm just like, let's only bring up the reference when we actually need it. This is another thing that's going to get completely covered in rock. I want to have, let's see, a fist. It's the right fist too. Bring it up in front of him like, yeah. Like, don't mess with me, motherfucker. I'm about to be encased in rock. Let's see. Well, I'm passing on the face features. I suck at faces. Yo, I feel that. I haven't. Most of my most of my faces have been. My brain isn't working. Most of my face work for the past couple months have just been my warm-ups, which is just me trying to draw a face in like 5 faces in 5 minutes. And that's not a good way to get good at faces. That's just a good way to get faster at making something that looks like a face. So I really gotta actually do some faces now. let's see. Okay, so yeah, thumb's gonna be on this side. Thumb's gonna be mostly covered up. Hand also need be bigger. That's another thing I found. Uh, I am doing some practice for the fun of it while I'm at work and I'm bored. And I have found that I make my hands too small. Hands too small, palms are sweaty, mom spaghetti. uh, there we go. Yeah, and the more I think about it, the more like the hand to the side looking like he's actually summoning the elemental Sarugan is almost assuredly the way to go. Man. I just thought of something. This is completely off topic, but would you kindly show me the reference? I want a screenshot. Sure. And while I'm doing that, there we go. They're up here. It's this one specifically, the one where it looks like the guy's kind of holding him in his hand. That's the one that he sent me. Um, I have had a song stuck in my head for so long, and I don't even know if I have them on my iPhone anymore. I do not. Okay, so there's an artist called Florence and the Machine, and they have a really good album that was called The Dog Days. And the very first song is about the dog days of summer and how they're over. And right now we're in the dog days of summer. It's a time like right after the 4th of July and like up to like the like middle of August. It has to do with like because I think it has to do with because the constellation Sirius is this is the time of year where it's actually like visible in the sky, but it's also known as one of the hottest time of the summer as well. So it's called the Dog Days of Summer, and I have had the song "The Dog Days Are Over" uh, stuck in my head for like 2 weeks now, and I just need to listen to the song um, and rock out so that I can move on with my life. Okay, so it's left hand. Doot 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 doot. So we got pinky, that, and then there we go. Yeah, I like that. The hand being out. All right, and then I'm gonna worry about getting him figured out first and getting him looking good. Um, then I'm gonna worry about adding in a whole bunch of rocks and an elemental. In this rhythm game, there are a lot of songs I like, so no one song takes over and gets stuck in my head. That's true. That's a nice thing. I'll tell you what. Oh no, what? Oh, did I draw that on? Okay, I got to move that to a different. Can I do that? Copy and paste. All right, now if I, uh, what's this layer? Yeah. What? Where? Oh, what? No. Where, where, what layer is this on? Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. All right, so this is the one. This is the one I need to delete because I have it elsewhere. Oh, I need to put this back on the right layer, or so help me. There we go. Much better. Much better. All right, there we go. We need that back. We need that back. We need that back. Okay, cool. And this, we're going to merge down below. Beautiful. Amazing. Incredible. All right. Now it's all together like it should be. Okay. Now let's figure out the head. All right, so now uh, I really do need this guy up. So this guy's not a half elf, but this guy is, as you can tell by his ears. So, all right, guy's got quite the chin. Let's just try to rough this in. Okay, so first things first, let's get the head. Okay, there we go. Got this. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Actually, yeah, hold on. Let's do it this way. Let's figure out the let's figure out the general shape of the head. We got that, and got this. Go. Wow, there's something about this that made him just look really bald. Like, looks like he has a huge bald spot on the top of his head. Sorry, that's just how it came out. It's Falcarim. That's what this character's name is, Falcarim. Kind of like Falcon. Falcarim. Alright, there we go. Let's see. He's not quite that. Let's see. Also, another thing I've learned is that the top of heads are a lot flatter than you think they are. Like, we don't have perfectly round heads. In fact, it would probably look weird if we did. Alright. And his head is also a little too small, I think. That's alright. We can just do this. Not that. There we go. Get rid of some of this excess here. Alright, there we go. Mm, Alright. We got... I mean, honestly, I probably could have left this in for the hairline. Because it's not too off from what his hairline actually is. Oh boy, come on. Oh boy. Here we go. Alright, we got this. Whoop. 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 There we go. Okay. No, his hair does not go like that. All right, especially on the sides over here. It goes up and out and then up. So it goes up and out and then up. All right, that's gonna be top of his head, but not the top of his hair. I'll worry about hair in a bit. Let's see if I can't get the facial features down. Also, I want him to kind of have a shit-eating grin, if I'm gonna be honest. All right, there we go. Going in, nose going out, out and around, nose going down further. Let's see, out and around, out and around. Eyes, and we'll work on those. Let's get the basics down. Ah, not that much shit eating. All right, so, hey, Red Nose Bird, hello! I've improved a lot with learning Dazed and Confused by Led Zeppelin. I'm on the solo now and I'm doing great. Nice! Welcome, welcome. I'm starting with a project I've been wanting to do for a while, which is drawing all of the characters for my Friday Pathfinder 2nd Edition game that I DM for. Alright, I've gotten the basics. Except for the ears. We don't have ears. We need ears. Alright. Ooh, those are some ears. They are all over the place. Alright, let's... Oh, no. What did I do? Alright, there we go. Let's fix this. Alright. Not that. Let's grab this. Alright. There's a lot of things in here that aren't quite right. The whole face is kind of going at an angle. Actually, hold up a second. I have an idea. The whole face is going at an angle. Let's just... No, that's not... That's not what we wanted to do. I know what we need to do. We need to grab just this part. There we go. Alright, how's that look? Much better. Okay. Okay. And let's fix up some of this stuff. Ears are hard. Who made ears? That's it. There we go. He's got really tiny ears now that I'm thinking about it. And actually, they're not quite that far up on the side of the head. Yes. All right, back over here. I need to put, yeah, that line actually really does help make sure that the ears stay where they're supposed to be. All right, and then, no, no, needs to be like, nope, I don't like those lines. Yeah, this reference met, yeah, this guy's really got a chin. I gotta lean into the chin, not lean away. There we go. There we go. Now we're in the iterating phase. And we got the basics, and now we're just gonna start doing some cleanup. I'm gonna start with these eyes, because they're bad. Oh, that's not how eyes look. It's not. That's also not how eyes look. A little bit better. There we go. And honestly, they could be a little wider on the top. Probably need to be. You gotta be careful. You get too close-lidded and all of a sudden they just look horny. Let's see. I'm getting back into streaming too. For me, that's great. Hey, yeah. I played a God of War game for the first time. It was Ragnarok, and I put it on the hardest difficulty. Honestly, I expected harder, but easier than I thought, which is weird because I suck at games. Yeah, and God of War games are no joke. I tried. Oh gosh, what was it? Those games are fantastic, by the way. Weird choice to start with Ragnarok. Um, I would start with God of War 2018, the one that comes with it before came before that. Honestly, those are the only two that I played. I never played any of the original God of War games. Um, but I'm gonna try something. But uh, if you just start with Ragnarok, you're oh, you're missing out on a bunch of story. All right, and then if I control V, yep. All right, that makes another layer. And then I can bring this over here. And then there's a way for me to, is it edit, transform, flip horizontal. There we go. That way he's got two of the same eyes. Yay! And then I merge it with the layer below. There we go. Now let's fix these brows. Actually, before we fix the brows, let's do the eyes some more justices. What's that looks off about the face? It's the nose. The nose is like just honestly straight up crooked. There we go. Oh my gosh. Holy cow, fixing that. Oh, it's also not center. Oh my God. There we go. That's better. Whew. Getting the nose right is so important. No, I can't stop. Hitting. I love the God of War. I want to try God of War 3. I heard it's great as a recap thing, but it's like loosely a recap. Yeah, it's probably like just enough to get in new players, and also, uh, if I was to guess, it's probably more so that it can remind people who haven't played the game since 2018 when their first one came out. It's probably more to give them a recap so they can be like, oh, that's the story, right? What is. Oh, I see what's going on with the chin here. Okay. Because the face is supposed to be looking straight on, but it always looked to me like. But it kept looking to me like he was looking a little bit to the side. I could not figure out why. It's because of that. And I honestly think this needs to go over like a little bit. Yes! Oh my god, that helped. Holy crap, did that help? Okay. Alright, there we go. Alright. Alright, now that that's. Okay, now that that's doing better. And the actual face. The actual, like, face shape itself is looking better. Now it's the actual face itself that needs to be centered. There we go. That's looking a lot better. There we go. I don't care why, but Laid on the Line by Triumph is stuck in my head. Dude, I have had The Dog Days by Florence and the Machine stuck in my head for like 2 weeks. I know the pain. Red Narrow Bird. Oh, man. My ears are ringing so bad. I don't know what it is, but whenever I have these headphones on, my ears just ring like mad. Oh, it's not always that. It could be the weather, but it's really just hot right now. Hot and windy. So, which shouldn't be making them ring this bad. Oop, I didn't want to do that. I also cannot make ears look the same. I'm actually going to try on this one rather than just like, no. Rather than just copy like I did with the other one. No. All right. There we go. There we go. There we go. Better. A little bit too much right there. Scale that back a bit. Much better. Okay. There we go. Now the real problem is that I have to erase all of this by hand. There we go. Ah, too much. I was trying to do it that time. I was like, all right, I'll just put a dot right there. Nope. All right, there we go. Perfect. Gonna do it just a little bit, just a little bit of a pupil. And pupils are hard. Oh wait, I think I kind of got it. All right, there we go. There we go. Starting to look a little bit better. Also, this guy's got a super thin neck. Let's thicken up that neck some. I feel like I'm cooking today. Like I'm just blazing through this. All right, let's see how this looks from a distance. All right, looking better. All right, and now the real fun part. All right, we got the hair to worry about, but also another thing, and this is something that I don't do very often, is, oh my God. All right, you know how things looked kind of like, wow, now it's really obvious it's wrong. Holy cow. All right, there is something about like actually flipping the canvas that lets you see like stuff that you could not see, like how the fact that this eye is way higher than the other eye. Okay, let's fix that real quick. All right, let's move this down. They might both be the same eye, but holy cow. All right, is that better? No, that is not. Whew. They're all so different distances from the nose and from the sides of the head. Oh boy. All right, well, start fixing stuff. Honestly, this nose could stand to go just, yeah, like that a little bit more. There we go. And then just need to go down more. No. Okay, actually, what it, yeah, gosh, no, 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 stop. I cannot stop hitting the button that is on this pen. Actually, what needs to be is that this eye needs to be a little bigger. There we go. What is looking, what is looking weird to me? Okay, there's a couple things that are looking weird to me. I'm gonna start going with the things that I can see. Or I can actually like, okay, I can tell that it's this area right here needs to be a little, needs to come out a little bit more. And let's see, let's see. I would draw, but I indicate what to draw. I prefer cold over hot weather, but I prefer hot over cold water in showers. But I prefer cold water over warm water when drinking. People are hard. 10K. 2023 to 2024. I'm gonna live that long? Nice. I'm having trouble with the legs. Peoples are hard. Peoples have been hard for a long time. You know what? But Peoples being hard, that's what we love about Peoples. Sometimes it makes it worth it to be around them, and it also makes more Peoples too. I was like, how long can I keep this from being a penis joke? 5 seconds? Great. What is... Why... Wait, okay, hold on. There's a thing I can do. There is a way. There is a way. There is a way to add a grid to a layer. I don't know if I should do that though. I don't think I can unless it's a vector layer. Okay, cuz there is something messed up with these eyes. There we go. Now, is the nose too high? That's the next question I have. I've completely taken out the brows too. I need to remember that. Okay, there we go. We're looking better. Well, now that I've flipped it, he looks like an insane person again. There's something that I've messed up on this eye right here. No, I cannot stop hitting the button on this stupid pen. I tell you what, if I didn't have to use this pen on this particular tablet, I would have chucked it into oblivion. I would have found actual oblivion and thrown it into it. No! Okay. It's like right there. There we go. Don't tell anybody that I did this. But the more I looked at it, the more I realized it wasn't this eye that was messed up. This eye is actually the better one. It's the other eye that's messed up. All right, now we gotta do this, and then we move it over here, and then we getting good at this. There we go. Now I just need to place it where it needs to be. And we got two eyes, baby. Look at that. We got two eyes. Gosh, even when I'm using two of the exact same eyes, there's something off always. And I cannot put my finger on it. Oh, that's right. I gotta merge these. Ba-bow! Okay. I don't think I did anything, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, we'll move it down like a single pixel. Okay, now we're looking better. All right, you know what? Let's go look at it from a distance. Look at his face from a distance. Also, I'm trying to do this face up here, and I don't think I've got it. All right. Um, yeah, definitely I need lower cheekbones. Okay. So lower the cheekbones on this side, and we got the hair. Actually, let's just go ahead and let's do the hair while I'm thinking about it. Uh, let's see, small peepee. Okay, so it looks like, okay. Oh boy. Now this actually is rounded. I don't think it's quite that tall. Yeah, that's extremely tall. I have to find some more reference for this particular hairstyle. Oh, wait, hold on. No. Dang it. Stupid fruit flies. I always have like one fruit fly, just like a single fruit fly that is always around one of my monitors. Like I will kill them, I will like set out traps for them, and I will kill them in the traps, but there's always like still one singular fruit fly that is around my computer monitors at all times. Never multiples, always singular. The amount that I've killed around here would suggest that there are more than one fruit fly, considering I have killed more than one fruit fly, but no. There's only ever one fruit fly. It just keeps infinitely respawning, and no matter how many times I kill it, it always comes back. Although I suppose a singular fruit fly is better than there being a ton. But still, where is this fruit fly coming from? Who hired it? Alright, and now do that. Okay, that looks insane. Looks like I've given him a light bulb head. Let's see if I can't. Wish I could see this from the this guy's haircut from the top. Or from the front, I should say. Alright, we'll go with that for right now. I just want to get the outline of it. Alright, and then oh my god. Please stop hitting the button. Please, I beg you. There we go. Much better. Okay. There was something about making that line shorter or thinner that made it look like he had something in his cheek. I was like, wow. Interesting effect. All right. Dog days are all over. I literally haven't listened to that song in years, and I have it stuck in my head like I heard it yesterday. Thank you, Florence and the Machine. Thank you. All right. Let me take a look at the nose again. Also, let's flip it back. Looks like he's shaking his head side to side. Oh boy. That's because okay, there's so much to fix, so much to do. This is why I'm going to be spending multiple days on this. I'm nowhere near. I'll watch stuff like drop drawing and whatnot, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, we're doing a quick draw. We really put like time and effort into this." I probably spent about 8 hours on this. I'm like, 8 hours? Holy cow! I couldn't do that in 8 hours if I tried, and I have. But let's see. There we go. Now does it look? Still looks like he's shaking his head side to side. Okay. Is the entire is the entire head like just going to one side? I think it is. I think we might need to do a little bit of that. Okay. That's much better. Okay. That is much better. Gosh, I can't get over what I've done with this hair. The fun part's going to be figuring out how to actually like draw this because I have no idea how I'm going to do that. I truly don't. All right. Let's go ahead and let's move on to a different part instead of obsessing about the head and the face. I should probably also give him his eyebrows back. I was, I was real, I was thinking something looks weird about this face. I know I can't figure out what, but something looks weird. He doesn't have eyebrows. Like something was making him look extremely fake, and I could not think of what. Ah! There we go. Nope. Shupata, 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 ta, shupata. Okay, that's. Oh my God. There we go. That'll work for now. I want to undo the undo. Thank you. All right, let's move on to some other stuff. Get the neck muscles in here. Does this guy have really, have I given this guy really thin or really thick shoulders? There's really no in between with me. I could have nailed him exactly. I've drawn some more people. Okay, I've drawn one more person since last week. And I feel like I really nailed her shoulders. I think I might be about to enter like a shoulder renaissance. Alright, I'm also trying to not make these lines so gosh darn thick. There we go. You know what? Instead of just trying to like thin up the shoulders, let's just redraw these darn lines. Alright. He looks like a serial killer, but off. Thanks. Well, I mean, he is an adventurer. The difference between an adventurer and a serial killer uh, is that usually society agrees with the things that an adventurer is killing, and the adventure isn't doing it because they enjoy the killing. Mostly. At least hopefully. Some do. Some do. And also, adventurers get away with it and can actually stop whenever they want. But other than that, the average adventurer kills a lot of things. A lot of things. So many things. Do we need this? There we go. That just looks like a nude man. Ah, the legs are weird. Ah, the legs are weird. Ah, the legs are weird. Ah, this leg especially is weird. Why leg weird? I know why this leg weird. Let's go. All right, let's fix some stuff. Dark days are over. The dark days are over. There we go. I really need to listen to that song after I'm done streaming, just so I can get it out of my head. But even I, with a total of like the 2 people who watch me, even I am not gonna start playing copyrighted music on a stream, because I'm just mostly because I especially can't do anything against like copyright or stuff like that. And someone's like, "Hey, you gotta pay us for that," I'm gonna be just fucking screwed. All right. Why is this like weird? He said. Does it just need to be longer? I think that's really what it is. Yes, I would like to apply the transformation. All right. That's better. All right. He's trying to do a step up, which is going to lead to some foreshortening. Like that's just a fact. It is an inescapable, inextricable fact. But why leg looks so weird? You know what? I'm going to ignore leg look weird for right now, because I think it just might have to look that way for a bit. And I'll get back to it in a bit. Oh, I do know another thing. I think I made his torso too long as well. Nope. There we go. He's perfect. Maybe not long enough? That looks too long. Maybe it's just like the tiniest bit too long. But if I honestly, if I go any shorter, it looks weird. There we go. I know what to do. Perfect. No. There we go. You know, I don't think it's the length of the torso. I think it's just the relative straightness of the torso. Oh, and for sure, this little like chicken wing arm I've given him. go. Yes, I want to apply the transformation. Ugh. Right, that looks better. Is this arm too short? You know what, let's just try lengthening it up and see what we get. Um, let's see. He's happy while killing his victim, screaming noises, and then he is happy. Okay. Let's try making this arm a little longer, because it looks off to me. I cannot tell why. Okay, yeah. Better. There we go. Perfect. Oh god. Oh, that looks so weird. Looks like he's got praying mantis hands. Uh, I think it just needs to be like the tiniest bit longer. It definitely needs to be thicker too. That is a fact, Jack. I know neither of you are named Jack, but if you were, it would be a fact. In fact, as far as I know, you guys' name are the Sad Noises and Red Narrow Bird. And you've never had any other names, even to your parents. And I don't think uh, how I thought of the name Red Narrow Bird, but it sounds cool to me. You thought of it. Like I said, I'm still convinced that your parents gave that to you. So I'm gonna say Red Narrow Bird Mom and Red Narrow Bird Dad, are the ones that came up with that. There we go. Huh. I should actually look at this character sheet and see like, hey, what's the strength score? And then actually base his character's muscles off of that. That would be funny. So you'd be like, why does he look so weak? I was like, well, uh, you only have an 8 strength score. What? Okay, and then all right, there we go. Ah, what time is it? 9:36. Wow, this has flown by. This is gonna be something I'm gonna be spending a while on, I can tell. I can just tell. Hopefully not as long as I spent on Link. That was honestly way too long. This is already going a lot faster than Link. At least I feel like it is. The face is still not sitting with me, but I feel like it's one of those things that I'm going to have to like come back to. Why? Let's see. Okay. Why it at the end? Okay. I thought of the name. I have a different undercover top secret name, IRL. Me too. Everybody should have secret names. Like Biscuit Meniscus. That was a reference to something. If you get it, you know. Okay. Okay, shoulder. You know what? There was something that was bothering me about this shoulder, and I figured out what it was. I figured it out. It comes out too far. Your shoulder bone's actually part of your shoulder. Doesn't stick out from it. There we go. I mean your shoulder bone and shoulder muscle. Let's see. I just want to add like just a little bump. There we go. Just a little bump. Eh, nothing too big, nothing too crazy. There we go. There we go. All right. And then, well, actually, hold on a second. This one's actually been in front of him. So that makes sense. This one's off to the side. Okay. Arms are weird. I need to look at some more arms and how they connect to shoulders. I need some reference just for that. I'm just... Man, I feel like I'm just cruising today. I still have a long way to go on this, but I feel like I'm getting way farther than I normally do, and way quicker. I'm having a good art day. I feel like I've been having some bad art days recently. I think it's because, honestly, and like I had a good idea with being like, I'm gonna spend Tuesdays and Thursdays actually like learning something new, and then Sundays like actually doing projects. But man, oh man, is it drudgery to be like, okay, I guess I have to like learn about this, and uh, I deeply did not want to. Then as soon as I started doing something that I actually wanted to do, I was like, F yeah, fuck yeah, let's go, and I'm just like charging forward. But at the same time, it's also like those days where I'm learning something new and it's hard is usually where I'm learning the most. Hmm. A different undercover top secret name. You know what? Now I kind of want to guess what your top secret name is, Red Narrowbird. You don't have to tell me. I'm just going to throw out some random guesses. Um, your real name is Klaxon. Uh, Klaxon Blunderhoof. There we go. There's no way that could be wrong. No possible way. There's going to be somebody out there who's actually going to be named Klaxon Blunderhoof. And they're going to be... I've had that picture. I don't know why this is such like a uniquely like 90s early 2000s things. But it's like someone who's like eating cereal and then they like stop halfway through and you see like the cereal just like slowly fall off their spoon as they're staring like, did that just happen? There's gonna be somebody actually named that somewhere who's gonna be like, how did they guess my name? But if there's one thing I've learned in my now little over a year of working at an IT help desk call center is that some people got some crazy names. Um, and there's some people who have called in with like real names that uh, that that I just can't believe. One of the worms, I think this guy, oh, what was his name? His name was like Jeff Worms. Like his last name was just Worms, like Worms, just Worms. I was like, wow, that's okay. How did he get that last name? Probably the worst one I ever saw was a woman. Her name was Magna Kunta. And I just had to stop and stare at it for a little bit. Actually, I didn't say Kunta. I said Magna Kunta, and I was, and then I had a, and then I realized what I had just said afterwards. I played it off so slick, like, oh, I just didn't say it that way. And I just kept rolling with it. And I think that lady, there was like a there was like a brief like pause before she said, "Yeah, that's correct." Um, and I was like, "Yep, okay. We're just gonna not acknowledge that. We're just gonna keep moving because if we acknowledge it, that means that I realized it." And then it's just worse for everybody. So if we just pretend like nothing happened, then everybody that's better for everybody. Oh man. But I feel very bad for that woman. Let's see. She had got a name that means something entirely different in her culture, but she is here in America where it means something much worse. I feel very bad for her. Magna Kunta. Oh my god. I bet ate worms when he was a kid or got made fun of. He definitely got made fun of. Um, oh gosh. Oh, there was another kid. Oh gosh. No, it wasn't another kid. It was another guy. Um, I think he was Vietnamese. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember what his name was exactly, but it was literally something like Dung Dum or something like that. Which it was one of those things that it was just like it was one of those names that was like a heartbreaking one to see. Because if that guy grew up in America, it was just constant abuse from his classmates. It was a name that was so bad. I was like, oh, dude, this dude. Like, it was so bad that I couldn't even like laugh at it because it was just painful to realize that he had to grow up with that name. Oh, I remember, I don't remember what it was though. But it was one of those names where it was not only was it like bad, and it had a completely different meaning here in America, um, but it was also one of those ones that like any child could pick up on. So that probably made it extra bad. Like Magna Kunta, there's a bunch of kids in like third through like hell, probably even like eighth grade that wouldn't get that one. You'd have to get like into high school before everybody's like, oh. But and even then they'd be cruel. But man, that guy. Oh gosh, I want to see if I gotta see if I can find that guy. Like I said, things are slower at work. I remember his name started with a D, but there's no way I'm gonna. And I'm pretty sure his name had dumb in it. And oh, I remember I like messaged something about it, and the guy had like this spiel where it meant like it was like a name for like a tiger or something like that. It's been months and months since I talked to this guy. Uh, I was named after a prophet. Uh, Drake was his name. I was named after a prophet. Drake was his name. Yeah. Let's see if I can find that guy's name. Like I said, it was one of those names that's so bad that you just it's not even funny. You just feel sorry for the person. Although one of the best worst names I've ever heard was I don't remember her first name, but it was during let's see, it was during a commencement ceremony at my college. Two of my friends were graduating, so we were there with them. So we were there to see them, but it was like just those two, and they were both read off like one was read off really early, and the other one wasn't going to be read off until like the middle. And they had both been read off by this point. So now it was just me and all the rest of my friends on our phones, just waiting for this commencement ceremony to get over. And it's college, so there's like a couple hundred people, so they take forever, just forever. And at some point, you have to stop clapping. You can't clap for everybody. You just can't. Um, so none of us are paying attention. We're all on our phones. Like our friends have already come and gone. Uh, so there's no one important left to clap for until they call the name Slow As. And it was one of those moments. It was one of those moments where you know that you're friends with the right people, because all of us were on our phones. All of us looked up at the same time, looked at each other, and spent the next 15 minutes making fun of this girl's last name. Being like, oh God, I bet you she was the worst person on that track team. Like, hey, team would have come in first at the meet if it wasn't for Slow As over here. Oh gosh, good times, good times, good times. Gotta say, that's one of those times. That's having a bad last name like that is probably one of the times where it's probably pretty good to be a girl, because most likely if when you get married, most likely you're gonna change it or hyphenate it or something like that. But there's a good chance, like, hey, you don't like your last name but don't want to disown your family. There's a good chance that you'll change this when you get older. But with a guy, not so much. Although one time I did go to a wedding, and this is probably one of like the greatest expressions of love I've ever seen. There was a guy, uh, I forget her name, but I will never forget his last name because it was so dumb. His last name was Burper Derper. If you're a gay guy, I guess yeah, probably too. Um, that's true. But yeah, his last name was Burper Derper, and his nickname was literally Derp, but it was Burper Derper. That was his real last name, and she took his last name, and I was just sitting there going, you know what? That's real love. Cheeks for me when I clap the cheeks when you graduate. That's not how you don't want the people doing that in the audience when you graduate. It's going to be real distracting. It's going to take away from your moment. People can clap their hand cheeks, but someone's in the audience clapping cheeks while you're walking across the stage, you're going to be like, well, this is distracting. And now, oh, look, here comes the police. All right. All right. What's with these legs? Okay. The thigh is really thick, and this is not. I need to thicken these legs up a bit. Because right now he's just got like chicken legs. Looks like he's been skipping only calf day. There we go. How does this look? Also try not to give him cankles at the same time. Calves be weird, yo. There's a lot of things about people that be weird. Alright, also I've been done way too much to the knees. Although knees be weird too. I think people just be weird. Okay, that's probably just gonna do a little bit more like that. Yeah, you know what? People just be weird and hard. People are weird and hard. That's how we get more people. Didn't even make it like a real life 5 seconds that time. Oh my gosh. I want to have Burper Derper. I want this guy, that last name. Give me now. I actually want that last name. Uh, I mean, it's not a bad last name, Burper Derper. It's one of those last names that you gotta own, though. Like, um, like his nickname was Derp. I didn't really know that guy very well, but he was like friends of a friend. Um, and he was like, "Hey man, I gotta go to this guy's wedding that I barely know. Do you want to go with me and eat free food?" And I was like, "Hell yeah," because that's the kind of thing you do in college. Uh, so I went to this guy's wedding that I barely knew, um, with my uh, with my it was my roommate who knew him freshman year. Um, but yeah, college. I don't know why I got so nostalgic all of a sudden. Oh yeah, that's because we were talking about Overwatch earlier today. Um, and my roommate uh was one of the people that I played a ton of Overwatch with back in the day. Uh, that's probably why I was thinking about all of this stuff. Yeah, because me and some of my friends at work were talking about Overwatch and how it's like pretty much a dead game now, and how sad that is because that game ruled back in the day, but it's now it's just like eh. I'm never gonna play it again, and I have no desire to. But it was fun, man. Um, anyway, speaking of fun, I had a good time on this stream. Uh, that is a fact, Jack, and but it is 9:57. So what do we get done, huh? What do we do? All right, you're right. The face, there's something wrong with the face. We gotta fix the face. I don't know how to fix the face though, but we gotta fix the face. It's supposed to look like that guy. It does not look like that guy. Not one little bit. We're we're on there though. There's something weird about the torso too. I think it's like a little too straight. Yeah, but other than that, I think I got. Damn, I went through like what's this? Oh, is that the literally the only thing that's on this? Wait, no. Yeah, because that layer has that. That layer has that. Yeah, literally the only thing on here is that one hand that I got rid of. Okay, so I can just boop. There we go. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, so we started off with just like a really rough sketch that I did. Forgot about this, just like, face I gave it. Then a less rough sketch. Get it mostly where I wanted it, and now it's actually starting to look like a real person. Um, there we go. Gotta fix the face. I think it's just like the smile while staring straight ahead with it's the eyes being open like a little too wide. That's what it is. I need to like close the top lids of the eyes a little bit and he wouldn't look so serial killer. That's what it is. Okay. I need to remember that for next time. All right. Well, with that, um, I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. But you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. I'll see you Thursday and Sunday and every day that I decide to do this from here into infinity. Anyways, you all have a good one. Good night, red yellow bird, red narrow bird, red yellow bird, red leather, yellow leather, and the sad noise. I'll see you guys later. Peace.